Hello there. I just want to show you something I've been working on. So I authored this library called Markdown to React components, which actually converts Markdown to React. There are many like Markdown React libraries, but they usually just dangerously insert the HTML produced by the Markdown transpiler or compiler or whatever you want to call it. But this Markdown to React components actually produces React, which gives some cool benefits. So if I write hello here, and hello, blah, blah, this is actually React components on the left side here, or React elements, so to speak. So the cool thing is when we actually convert to React, we can override. So if I go into code here, into marksy, I tell it to override h1, and I want to return h1, but the style should be color red, for example. And then I will insert the props children, just like that. Okay, so when this refreshes now, and I now do hello, you will see that it's red. What it also includes is like code. So if you have Prism on the global scope, you can add like JavaScript code and whatever, which is pretty cool. And of course, you have the typical stuff like links and all that stuff. Now, the really cool thing here is that I added the bubble standalone transformer, which means that we can actually not only override like the default elements, but we can also include our own elements or components. So if I go in here and I say components, and I just name some component, my component, and this should be just a div saying hello, like that. Okay, so what we know from Markdown is that if I just write div here, hello, it will just turn that into to HTML. But since I have now explicitly made available a my component, I can actually use this. So I say my component, and then my component, and it states hello. So this could be like, we could do anything here. We could do like, let's see, color red, for example. And then on the props here, we will say style color props color. And if I do my component again, my component this, but then we say color equals red, we see it's red or it's green. So it's like it produces static HTML. So there are like, you can't build an app with this, but like Markdown is static. But this allows you to do some really, really awesome things. And with this approach, we can even nest components. So if I, instead of hello here, I do props children and another component. This one returns whatever, like this. And what I want to do now is, let's just make me copy this first. Another component, let's save that. And again, we have my component, but there's no text now, but I will nest another component. And there we have it, whatever. And it also inherited the color green there. So I think this is pretty awesome. So I can just like add normal Markdown here, hello Markdown. I can add some code under here, foo equals bar. Yeah, so I think this is pretty powerful stuff. So hope you like it, and like you see, the library is called marksy. It will be published very soon. Okay, thanks for checking it out.